Hello everyone, this is Vortex, and it is time once again to play more Final Fantasy I. In our last episode, the King of Cornelia ordered his soldiers to repair the bridge north of the castle. Before we crossed the bridge though, we made a quick side trip back to the Chaos Shrine to pick up a few treasure chests, and we also fought a few new monsters there as well. We've now made it back and have officially christened the bridge by being the first to cross to the other side. Now new lands await to the north of Cornelia, but where exactly do we go from here? Well, if you're stumped, remember you can talk to the dancer girl in Cornelia to get a bit of extra help. And this time she'll actually tell you about a port town named Provoca, and that the pirates in that town just might have a ship. Oh boy, we could definitely use one of those. She'll also ask if you've had the chance to meet a lady named Matoya. Apparently Matoya is having a lot of trouble ever since she lost her eyesight, and they say she lives across the bridge far, far to the north. So before we set off in search of a ship, the first thing we want to do is see if we can help out Matoya and do our good deed for the day, and we can actually find her abode in a cave to the north of here, so let's head that way. From here, we'll just start off by going to the north. Now that's interesting. Notice that white structure next to the ocean and the land there. That's actually a boat dock. Once we eventually do get a ship, we can dock the ship in locations like that and make our way onto dry ground. So keep that in the back of your mind. Alright, we've reached a forested area here. From here, let's veer off to the west and then back to the north. So far, still fighting nothing but goblins around here, but there are definitely some new enemies around here you need to watch out for, especially if you run into ogres and warg wolves. Those are the most dangerous enemies for probably what your levels are at this point in the game, so be wary of those. I'll be demonstrating those soon enough. Almost there. And there's the cave. Well, before we get to enter the cave, we're going to get waylaid by some wolves here. The wolves aren't as strong as the warg wolves, but they're still fairly strong. The wolves have 20 HP. So I think Cloud and Locke will be able to take the wolves out in one hit. I guess we can just have Vivi use the fire spell for added effect there. Cloud's mostly going to take only 1 point of damage from the wolves, it looks like, though. Alright, 2 of them have gone down already. 3 left to go. And only 2 left, so we'll definitely take them out this round. Yep, there we go. Nothing to it. And for defeating 5 wolves, I'm going to get 30 experience points and 30 gil, so it looks like about 6 for each one of those. And we get a new entry in the bestiary. There's the wolf at number 3. No treasure drops, no weakness, no resistance. Alright, well, I don't think Matoya's cave has a doorbell, so we can just walk on inside and make ourselves at home here. Now, what's this? It looks like we have a broom dancing around. What is this? Fantasia? And the broom actually talks. The broom says, frontwards, backwards, any way you see, such a strange spell to swish swisheree. T Celeste not to be? Swish swisheroo. What in the world is that broom saying? Well, it's not actually a foreign language. It's just saying something backwards. If you read it backwards, it says B button select. And that's the spell it's talking about. When you go out onto the overworld, if you hold down the B button and press select, you can bring up the world map. So that's pretty cool, and we'll be checking that out here pretty soon. But first, let's go pay a visit to Matoya in her living room, and she's having some trouble in here. She's bumping around into stuff. Ouch! Yeah, she's having a hard time seeing. She says, "My eye! My eye!" Uh-oh. Watch out for that chair, Matoya. She bumped right into it. She says, "I can't see a blasted thing without my crystal eye." Who could have stolen it from me? Oh, now what cruel person would steal this poor little old lady's crystal eye? Well, if we ever run across some conniving thief with a crystal eye, we'll just have to bring it back to Matoya. But for now, she's not going to have much to do with us since she can't see us. So we'll just have to keep a lookout for that crystal eye. But hey, it looks like Matoya's got some loot stashed away on the western side of her living room here. So let's crack our knuckles and open these chests here. Looks like this first treasure chest is going to contain a potion. There's another potion in chest number 2, and chest number 3 contains an antidote. So we get 2 potions and an antidote for our trouble here, and we also learn about B button select. So this looks like a good opportunity to try that out. So on my DS, I'm going to hold down the B button and also press select, and voila! Get to see the world map, and there it is in all of its glory, the map of Final Fantasy I. Now what's cool about this map is each time you visit a new location, it will show up here, and once you highlight that location and press the A button, it will show you where that particular location is in reference to the world map. So for instance, right now we're located at Matoya's cave right there. Now if you actually want to zoom in, just go up to the enlarged map and you'll get to zoom in, and if you hold the right button, you can scroll the finger around. So from Matoya's cave, we want to go to Provoca next, and in order to get there, we'll just go back to the south, and then we'll head off to the east through some more plains and forests, and then we'll dip down to the south, and Provoca should be located right about there. So are you ready? Well, let's head that way. Maybe we'll get to fight a few new monsters on the way there too. So back through the forest here. And you guessed it, that was a battle with yet more goblins. You can also find the goblins' ugly cousins, the goblin guards, prowling around the countryside here. I haven't run into them yet, but I'll eventually need to run into them to add them to the bestiary. Alright, let's keep heading to the east. Oh, here we go. This is the Goblin Guard right here I was just talking about. Goblin Guards are still pretty weak. They do have double the HP of their cousins, the Goblins. They have 16 HP, but they're still easy to take out with weapons. So I'm just going to have all my characters use weapons here. And it looks like Locke does exactly 16 points of damage, as does Lena there. Well, actually, Lena did 16 points of damage on the regular goblin, so she took off double its maximum HP. And we take out the goblins and the goblin guards, and we get 12 experience points and 48 gil, and we get a new entry in the bestiary. There's the goblin guard right there at number 2. And if you're lucky, it will drop a potion as a treasure. Alright, let's keep heading to the east. And here is yet another new enemy. This is the lizard. Lizards have fairly high attack power and fairly high defensive power too, and they have a lot of HP. They have 92 HP. Let's try using the fire spell on it, see if that does decent damage. Wow. Yeah, you'll notice Locke and Cloud only did less than 20 points of damage there. So these things do have fairly high defensive power. Fire spells seem to be fairly effective. Alright, so we defeat it in 2 rounds. We get 38 experience points and 50 gil. And take a look here. Everybody's going to level up. I believe that will take everyone to level 6. So get some nice stat increases there. And we also get yet another new entry in the bestiary. The lizard is number 16. Alright, let's head to Provoca. Almost there. I got to wrestle with some more wolves in that battle. Provoca should be just to the south. There it is. So let's go into this port town and see if we can find us a ship. And at the entrance of town we have a guy pleading for help. Please help us. Oh no, what's going on here that you need to be crying for help? That sounded like a pretty desperate plea for help there. Now we've got a punk looking dude here with a green mohawk. He says, those blasted pirates, they're running around looting and pillaging like they own the place. Uh-oh, sounds like pirates have taken over the town. So, sounds like we may have to teach those ne'er-do-wells a lesson, but it's probably a good idea to stay at the inn first. 50 gil to stay at this inn, so I'm going to stay here real quick, and then I'll meet you out in the front of the inn. Alright, we're all rested up and ready to get into a tussle with some pirates. Where are these pirates located? Well, we don't have to look very long to find them. Here they are on the western edge of town. We've got a big bad pirate in the center and his two lackeys surrounding him. If we talk to one of the lackeys say, and just what be ye doing here? You wouldn't be looking to make trouble with Bikkeneers, would ye? Well, yeah, actually, that's exactly why we're here. Let's see if we can pick a fight with Bicky here. Hey, Bicky, you're so messed up, your nose runs and your feet smell. And your mom wears pirate boots. Bicky says you've got cannonballs of steel to be taking on the great pirate Bicky. Kill haul 'em, boys. Oh, you're just gonna sick your lackeys on us, huh? Well, the lackeys say, aye, aye, Captain. We'll make their bones go crunch. So, we're going to have to fight Bicky's 9 pirates. Well, it's not going to be too terribly difficult. The pirates only have 24 HP apiece. Just have to watch out for their attack a little bit. Make sure they don't gang up on one character, especially the mages. So, probably a good idea to have Lena protect up Vivi, but really, sleep comes in very handy in this particular battle. That way, if we can put all the pirates to sleep, we don't have to worry about them ganging up on anybody. Nighty night. Yeah, we put all of them but one to sleep. Very nice. So they're just snoozing away there, and that gives our party plenty of opportunity to beat up on the rest of them. So it's just a matter of whittling away HP at this point in time. Yeah, I bet that burns that last pirate up back there. Alright, only 4 left to go, but all but 1 are awake now, so let's electrocute that one back there with Vivi's Thunder Spell. Yeah, pretty simple battle, nothing to it. 9 against 4 is nothing when you're messing with the Light Warriors. The Light Warriors prevail, and they get 90 experience points and 360 gil for taking on Bicky's Bikkeneers. All talk and no substance. Yeah, Bicky's a bit more remorseful now. He says, I be most sorry, young masters. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. I want you to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate? Well, I guess we can. Especially when you give us the deed to your ship, so the Light Warriors obtain a ship and now have access to the high seas. Very cool. Well, that's going to be about all the time we're going to have for this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy I. Next time, we'll explore more of Provoca, purchase some new equipment and magic, and we'll get on our new ship and go sailing around the seas. So Thank you very much for watching today's episode. This has been Vortex, your host. Hope you have a great day. See you again next time.